Morning from Bali. We are spending the next few weeks here in Indonesia doing everything from relaxing in the rainforest, sailing around the Komodo Islands, and soaking up the sun at the beach. In this video, we're starting our Indonesia series in Ubud on the island of Bali. We are staying at the Alila Ubud, which is a Hyatt hotel, and we're excited to show you around this resort and the town of Ubud.
Oh, what just happened? I'm weirdly obsessed with grass.
The journey to get here from the US was very long with over 24 hours of travel, but today the sun is out, so we are lounging by this beautiful infinity pool and we just ordered some lunch. I got a Caesar wrap and french fries, and if you've watched our videos before, you know I make an effort to have french fries in every country I've been to, so this is country number 21 for me of french fries. And then Jay got a little poke bowl.
The food tastes really fresh and their portion sizes are nice. You never want to feel overly full when you're laying out at the pool. We have an incredibly beautiful sunny day here today, and just being able to look over the infinity pool and kind of into the ravine of the jungle, so special. Something you'll hear a lot of people talk about here is called Bali belly, which is essentially food poisoning from eating the food here. So our plan this week is to just kind of play it safe, eat at hotels, safe restaurants, because we're trying to avoid being sick our entire time while being here. And because this is a US hotel brand, we feel pretty confident that the food here is safe. One of the reasons why we were so excited to come to Bali was because we just spent an entire winter in Jackson Hole and we are fluorescent white. Stay tuned to see how our Indonesian tans turn out. You want to strike a before pose?
Before.
There it is, locked in. My goal, similar to any vacation, is just to not get sunburned. It sucks when you work so hard on an entire trip trying to get super tan, and then next thing you know, it just all peels off.
This menu is designed for ultimate lounge. You can just set it right here and it's like a flip book. It's perfect. We just ordered some poolside drinks. Looks like everything's in IDR, which is the Indonesian currency. Most of the mocktails and drinks run around $3 to $4 US. The alcohol is a little bit more, like $10 or $12 a drink. All right, we just finished up our pool day and it's time for a room tour. We actually booked just the normal standard room, but got upgraded when we arrived to the Deluxe 1-bedroom, which is basically the same except for one little touch that I'll mention. And we do have a physical room key. So right here in the entryway, the most noticeable thing are 2 umbrellas that they have for us, because apparently it does rain here a lot. Makes sense, we're in the rainforest, but we haven't had to use them yet because we've had so much sun. We have a little bench where I've unpacked. Most notable in this area is that they do provide you with mosquito coils. Since we are in the rainforest, there are mosquitoes. You can burn these to help keep them away. As someone who hates bugs, I will give you my full update at the end of this trip of what I've experienced with the bugs, but it hasn't been too bad so far. They also provide you with these slippers, which are pretty unique and Jay was very excited about. And then we've got a little storage closet where Jay has his stuff, and down here the little fridge with the mini bar. And in this corner we have a little desk area and coffee bar. We've had breakfast every morning at the resort, so we haven't really needed the coffee bar, but it's nice to have. Also noteworthy is they do have both European and US outlets. We've got king size bed right here, which is super cozy, and maybe the best part of it is that we wake up to seeing the full view of the rainforest, which brings me to our little sitting patio area, which is an awesome place to read in the mornings. And of course, the view of the rainforest is actually super cool because we're perched up so high. It feels very expansive to be able to see so much. Moving back inside, we've got a full body mirror, which I always appreciate, and into the bathroom. The bathroom is kind of cave themed with all this rock, and Jay especially loves all the wooden, even the resort amenities are in these cute little wooden boxes. And then both here in the bathroom and at the coffee bar, they provide us bottles of drinking water. They did say it's okay to brush our teeth with the sink, which is what we've been doing, but they have these just in case you don't want to. We've mostly been using them for drinking water though. And then classic robes. We love having robes at our hotel. These are kind of thin waffle material. And the best part of this hotel room, which is what makes it different from the standard room, is this outdoor shower area. So we have the rain shower, we have a really pretty tub, and then it opens up to this kind of patio area where you can see the big walls for privacy. If that's still a little too much for you, you can move down these privacy covers that really close it off and make it feel a lot more like an indoor bathroom. But we have very much enjoyed this part, and that is the room tour. I just took a little time to relax in our room. Now we're headed back to the pool area for afternoon tea time. Not really sure what to expect, but excited to see what's up.
One of my favorite things that they have at all of our meals are these little things of grass. So nice and healthy. I bet we're gonna have one of these in our house someday. I used to do a lot of landscaping in high school. I can appreciate some good grass.
also have some cake. Oh, amazing.
All right, so afternoon tea includes tea, of course, or coffee. I went with green tea because it's my favorite. And then we also have some assorted Balinese cakes. We've got a tapioca, a layered cake, and then I think this one was pumpkin. Initial impressions is the tapioca just tastes like I'm eating a ball of boba. Same with the layered cake, very gooey, but interesting to try. So I don't know that I would order these on my own, but they don't taste bad.
I'm not a very picky eater, but it's not doing it for me. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was terrifying. I cannot believe that just happened. It was confirmed the monkeys are menaces. Jay saw him coming around the corner, so I got this pillow ready, and he came kind of close, so I kind of shooed him away with the pillow. And then at first he turned around, and then he just completely made a U-turn, full send onto the table, grabbed my little cake, and then sprinted away. I didn't know what to do. I don't want him to attack me or take my phone. He can take my cake, that's no big deal. But earlier today, as we were leaving the pool, we did see a monkey come up, grab Jay's smoothie cup, and then knock the smoothie cup onto the ground. We see all the staff chasing him around constantly. They probably hate the monkeys if you're a staff member here.
We just made it over to their main restaurant here for dinner, and they started us off with these little kind of styrofoam chip appetizers, which are really good. And while we eat our dinner, I'm going to give you some first impressions of the hotel. Both Nina and I have been blown away with how beautiful this spot is, tucked away in the jungle, whether it's the pool or the room, the scenery all around us has been phenomenal. And considering that Alila is one of the highest luxury brands, it feels relatively affordable, whether it's being able to eat food or get massages in resort. It's all about half price what you would expect at a normal US resort.
And last note is that although it is so beautiful, I could see that if you're staying here for a week or so, you would get bored. It almost feels a little small for a resort. It feels very on par for a hotel with the gym, the pool, and then they do have a few additional daily activities like yoga or a walk through the rice paddies, and they also provide a shuttle to town and bikes if you want to go biking around the rice paddies. So there definitely are things to do. But if you were here for an entire week, I could see how you would get bored if you're not doing a ton of external activities. It did finally start to rain in the rainforest, so they lowered down these little covers so that we wouldn't get wet while we eat our dinner. And we just got our entrees and we are very hungry, so excited to eat. Plan for the night. Once we finish eating, we are going to head back to the room and probably just call it a chill night. And we will see you in the morning for some sunrise photos at the pool and an early morning yoga class.
Good morning from day 2 here in Ubud at the Alila Hotel. And Nina and I just realized that this is our 100th video. For those of you guys that have been here since the beginning, you remember how rough some of those first videos were. So please don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And here's to 100 more videos. Can I get one of these? And then one of these. Thank you.
We started our day with some yoga, and now we are at breakfast, which has quickly become one of our favorite parts of the day. It's a combination of both buffet style and ordering a la carte, and it is so yummy. Yoga this morning was definitely interesting. I'm someone that does quite a bit of yoga classes, but usually more yoga for a workout. This was kind of like a sound bath, a lot of breath work, and some very challenging stretching. Interesting way to wake up, but very excited to be at breakfast now. Yeah, that looks so good. Plan for the day, after we finish our breakfast, we're actually going to catch the free shuttle from the hotel into the town of Ubud. We're going to kind of walk around and explore, and we also have a massage booked, so we're really curious to compare the more affordable off-property massages to a massage at the luxury resorts, and we'll let you know if it's worth it to splurge on a resort massage or if you should just get one for much cheaper in town. After we come back from town, we'll probably hang by the pool a little bit and do dinner here again tonight. On our way back from breakfast, we just wanted to show you guys a few of the other resort amenities, including the spa and gym. Start down at the gym, and here we have the gym. It's small but cute and seems to have all of the main amenities that you could need. Let's head right upstairs to the spa. And then right up here, we have the spa area. We're actually headed into town today to get a massage off property. Massages here though are still very affordable, ranging from like $40 to $80, which used to prices in the US is pretty good. It is kind of massage only though. There's no like saunas, jacuzzi tubs, and all of those facilities that spas sometimes have. So now we're gonna head down the stairs, back to our room, and change to go into town.
just got here to the town of Ubud, and we're gonna walk around, explore a little bit, and then go get our massages.
We're about to start our massage. This is the treatment room. All right, we just finished our massage. We are going to go finish walking around Ubud, and then we will give you a full debrief back at the hotel room.
A few things I noticed about the town. I'm always so impressed with all the architecture, especially considering that everything's made out of stone. I don't know if they like chisel it or mold it. All the elaborate designs just blow me away. And then you're also gonna notice all these little incense trays laying out just about everywhere. I think it's for good luck, fortune, or favor. But
Thoughts on the town is it's just kind of a general like tourist center area. If you've been to any classic souvenirs, and there's usually one main attraction like the palace, lots of markets and cafes, little places to eat. It's great to walk around for a few hours, fun to see, but definitely feels touristy.
When we were walking around town, Nina felt a very soft step and realized that she stepped in a nice big fat poop that was left on the sidewalk floor. So she has a very poopy sandal we're dealing with.
It was not like a little bit, it was a lot.
All right, we're back in the room. Let's talk about that $12 massage.
It definitely was a budget experience. For $12, it's hard to complain. You could tell that they weren't super trained.
Halfway through the massage, someone walked in the lobby, so Jay's masseuse had to step out and help someone. So overall, for the price, it is an amazing value. But if you are used to kind of all the amenities of a big resort and you can't relax unless you have that vibe, you might want to step it up to at least one of the more mid-range, like $30 massages that's probably going to have some of those extra amenities.
If you're not used to getting high-end massages, you won't be able to tell the difference. If you get a lot of massages, you'll definitely notice.
For sure. So that is our report on the $12 massage. Next week, we are headed down to a luxury resort in Nusa Dua, and we're gonna do a $150 massage there, and we'll give you our report on the difference between the two. All right, I think we are going to change into our swimsuits and head over to the pool to spend the afternoon in the sun.
We're laying out by the pool, and the spa team just came and offered us like a little complimentary shoulder and neck massage. And I'll give it to them. It was significantly better than our $10 massage this morning, and it was just like a 5-minute shoulder massage.
They just seem like they knew what they were doing. Quality over quantity sometimes.
You should rob a bank. This is his dream.
No way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
He strikes that table every day.
He's still going. That is insane.
Yesterday, that was us. My theory is that it's the same monkey that got us yesterday. He knows that's just his table, and he pays a daily visit to that table. He's a regular. He robs this bank every day.
That's tough. Looks like the people that got robbed had good spirits about it.
We knew he was scheming from the start, and we just watched. We didn't help. We didn't alert anyone of the imminent danger. We let it happen. Am I entertained? Yes. Do I feel a little bit guilty? Also, yes.
Everyone thinks the monkeys are all nice and cute until they steal your food.
Who doesn't love room service? And Jay wanted the sea burger, which is just fish.
In a burger format.
Final thoughts on the Alila Hotel and town of Ubud. Starting with the bug report, I'm happy to report back the bugs were not all that bad. I'm walking away from this with no major mosquito bites, and that's saying a lot. As far as the hotel goes, we look forward to breakfast every single day. The pool is also absolutely incredible. The monkeys here add a lot of personality. They are entertaining to watch, but also terrifying to encounter. Pro and con there. The town of Ubud is definitely just a tourist hotspot, so if you're wanting to try a bunch of cafes and restaurants, it could be great. But if you're not wanting to gamble on food, it could be a skip. I think 3 nights out here was perfect for us. I think a week here might feel a little too long unless you're going out and doing a bunch of activities. But I also think doing Ubud as a day trip from other parts of Bali would be a lot of driving. In next week's video, we are checking into the Ritz-Carlton Bali, and we're excited to show you what a vacation looks like at one of Bali's luxury beachfront resorts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and we'll catch you next time for another best day ever.
You get the girly vibe. Well, that was the transition.
I don't like that.
Okay.
What are you gonna say?
I don't think we need to include all this.
Well, I'm doing it. This is our little room key, and we call it the monkey because it's a key and a monkey.